Well, it might not be enough to solve the drought problems here in the Golden State, but it sure is coming down pretty good here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, ready? Mike 57. Greystone, travel. Get it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Watch the slant. Shift. Watch the shift. Shoot.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check.
Topper, Topper. Smoke.
Hit it.
Second and 13. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
50, plant.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Take a break.
Mike spoke up.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Side field.
Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And he's able to get it out of there. That's taken inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Brown 80! Brown 80!
Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
First down, Rivers. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Green 80!
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Down. 8-3. X3. 218. Chop. Get it.
They'll run with Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Chargers nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, Zoo.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hey, wahoo!
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
First down at the 40-yard line.
Set. Black 11. Round. He hot.
Rivers on 1st down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
180. 52. We got to get to the ball.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
I got you, boy.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
57's the mic. Check pass. Shift. 6-6, pull it high. Bravo. 57's the mic.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. This is caught. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Load it! Load it!
To the air again here, Rivers. The quick slant caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and... And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Pilot, 64, weak, 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Box drop. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Switch up. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Hit it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even...
On 2nd and 7, Rivers over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Rivers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On play action, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Come get some.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Ready?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
You must be dreaming. Wait, 89.
Here's Rivers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
3rd and goal for Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Just like,
Hey, Delta.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Big grip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. He runs. Big edge.
Check. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Switch.
25. Check.
Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, 79, God!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Left.
From the gun, Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Stay there. Black 15.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
Come on,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And it should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's going to be
X3.
They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Hey. 12.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Hey, 390. 380.
50.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1 man in the backfield. That's Gordon, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On the ball. 57's the mic.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, team 6.
Joker.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
44, Mike, 44.
2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Don't get nervous.
They'll look to throw here. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hey, wahoo!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
44, Mike, 44.
Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again.
All day, baby, all day. We coming all day.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Returning, it's Benjamin.
Travis Benjamin on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23.
That's it, baby. We're going home.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brett.